We're just going to jump right into this recipe. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 325 degrees. I've got a 10-inch cast iron skillet that I'm using. Put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom, and you want to make sure it's coated well so that your chicken will not stick. I am using no salt Tony Chachere's Cajun Seasoning. I am just sprinkling with love. I did not measure this, but if I'm guessing, a teaspoon. And then I'm going to use some seasoning salt. On this, you want to go lightly, and I'm just guessing on this one, probably a half a teaspoon. Rub that into the chicken skin. Let's put that in the oven that we've got preheated for 325 degrees for 30 minutes. While that's baking, let's go ahead and slice our potatoes. I have got 3 small to medium sized potatoes, and I just sliced those, skin and all, into about 1-inch chunks. And of course, I washed them first. You will need half of a yellow onion, and we are going to dice that. It's been 30 minutes. Let's get our chicken out of the oven, and we are going to take that chicken out of the skillet. Once we have removed the chicken, we are going to drain some of the fat out of the cast iron skillet, but you want to leave at least 3 to 4 tablespoons in the bottom because you do not want your potatoes and your onions to stick to the bottom of the cast iron skillet. Add your potatoes and onions. Let's give those potatoes and onions a little toss and get them well coated with that chicken fat. Once you have them well coated, we are going to add some more no salt Tony Chachere's Cajun Seasoning. I added maybe a half a teaspoon. And now we are going to add a little more seasoned salt, maybe 1/4 teaspoon, and some pepper. Lots and lots of pepper. You will not need any salt because the seasoning salt is high in sodium, so be careful with that. And if you're not a fan of Cajun seasoning, you could always do Italian seasoning. That would be so good on this. Or even a Greek seasoning. That would be good. Okay, so once I seasoned my potatoes, I'm going to put the chicken right back on top of this. Now I've decided I want to add another vegetable, just to incorporate vegetables into our diet, because y'all, I'm just throwing this together. I'm making this up as I go. So I took some asparagus. We had about a half a pack in the refrigerator that I needed to utilize. So I just cut the stalks with my kitchen scissors into about 1.5 to 2-inch pieces. And then I just placed the asparagus around the chicken. Just like that. Isn't that so colorful? My husband absolutely loved this recipe. He said I could make this again and again. Okay, so now I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil. And y'all don't give me a hard time about the aluminum foil. I know it's not good for us, but aluminum is everywhere. So you do you, and I'll do me. God made us all different. Once you've got this covered, put it back in the oven for about 35 minutes or so, depending on your oven, and then take it out, uncover it, set your oven on broil, and let it broil for about 2 minutes, and that chicken skin will crisp right up. Voila, dinner is served, and y'all, this was absolutely scrumptious.